Obviously Murphy signed today, got another fullback in, and but you know we've got a good team, and you know everyone's really tight. We know our roles and what to do, and obviously great management under Rafa. So you know I think we'll be fine.
You played against Jacob Murphy a couple of times last season. I think he scored in both games. Sorry for reminding you about that, but that just underlines what sort of talent that the club are bringing in.
Yeah, he's a good player. I think it's definitely what we need as well. You know, he's got some legs on him. He's quick. You know, he's got a lot of flair as well. And you know, I met him this morning for the first time. Well, I played against him a few times, but I met him properly today, and he seems like a really nice guy as well. So you know, I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like in training, and I'll make his first couple of weeks as easy as possible for him.
And for you,
these new signings are like buses. Waiting for one, then you get two that come along at once. Imagine that, eh? We haven't had a double deal in, well, I swear it's been a while, but again, we whinge and moan for so long that nothing's going on, and then they just both pop out of nowhere, especially then the second one as well. Anyway, so where we're at right now, Jacob Murphy's had his medical, met up with the boys in Dublin, met up with Lascelles and the rest of the gang, and obviously met with Rafa, had his chat, as you can see at the start of the video. And hopefully everything's going smoothly. Nothing's been confirmed as of yet, but it's been all over social media, all over Sky as well. So he's probably going to confirm his deal as of Wednesday, and going to be holding the shirt aloft. And I still do want to see something creatively done. There you go, get my words out. Creatively done in terms of his signing, but hey-ho. As long as we get the signing completed, that's the main thing as well. But Rafa Benitez has been speaking about him highly, talking about his brother as well. Hopefully we can get his brother in sooner rather than later. So again, maybe we might have two Murphys out there. In fact, three. Sorry, we still got Daryl currently at the club. Don't think there's any relation there. So Murphy's on his way. And then the next signing through the door, this has come out of absolutely left field. Javier Manquillo. Now, it was reported literally this morning that we was linked to him. And then as soon as I turned back onto social media a couple of hours later, he's done pretty much. So I think he flew over to Dublin as well. And that's going to be pretty much done and dusted as of tomorrow as well. If not, then the next day on Thursday. But again, Javier Manquillo, who would have thought that one? Now, he's currently at Atletico Madrid. Obviously, he was at Sunderland. The rivalry, yes, we need to get over it, guys. Come on, we've had plenty of players that have played for both clubs. We've already got 3 at the club that have played for both clubs, i.e. Yedlin, Colback and Daryl Murphy. Manquillo will be number 4. He's pretty much cleansed his Twitter feed of all Sunderland stuff. So again, maybe he's prepping for the move, but again, we won't forget. But I'm sure he'll be welcomed with open arms. Now, a lot of people have been umming and ahhing about this one, whether it's the right move for us. Sunderland fans have been kicking up a fuss saying that, you know, he struggled while he was there. He struggled to get past the likes of Billy Jones and whoever else they had at right back. So again, enjoy Mags. And we're saying, you know, we underestimated the likes of Kieran Clark, and look how he turned out. So I don't know. I'm just umming and ahhing about this one. It's not exciting me, but again, there's going to be those signings that are not going to be like you're over the moon about. I mean, even last season when we signed all those 12 or 13 players, you know, the likes of Sells, Jesus Gomez, Lazar, I didn't know nothing about them. Some of them turned out all right. Some of them turned out pretty dud. So, you know, you wait to see on that one. I don't think he's an upgrade on what we had previously before. I definitely would have gone for Vernon Anita over Manquillo. But again, you know, as the old saying goes, in Rafa we trust, he might prove to be, you know, one of the signings of the season, or definitely one of the signings of all of the signings that we're going to make this season anyway. So you never know, he could either go down the route as being, you know, the next Dani Alves, or go down the route of being Jesus Gomez. You know, signed our second player from Atletico Madrid. Hopefully turns out better than the first one. Anyway, so that one looks like it's going to be done and dusted. Not too sure on the fee, but it's got to be under £5 million. I can't see it being any more than that. Right back, so apologies for misleading people by saying he's a left back, 23 years of age. So again, he's still got a lot to learn. And obviously Rafa Benitez likes to bring in his token Spanish player in once a transfer window, and hopefully this one turns out well as well. So moving on to some more things. So I've got a couple of things written down here. Yeah, Sheyi Ojo. Now he's apparently agreed a loan move to Fulham. So now he's got to choose between us, Fulham, and Newcastle. Us, yeah, we are Newcastle. I mean, Middlesbrough as well. So got to choose between the three clubs. Me personally, if I was in this position, I would choose Fulham or Middlesbrough, purely because we have got the likes of Aarons, Richie, Atsu, and soon to be Murphy as well. 4 players vying for 2 positions. I'm sure we could put plenty of other players in those positions as well. Again, he wants first team football. That's the reason why he wants to be leaving Liverpool, if it's on loan or permanently. It just makes sense for him to go elsewhere. Yes, he might want to play Premier League football, but at this moment in time, you want to be playing regular football regardless of what level it is, to a certain extent. So, again, which one he chooses to go for, it's not really fussed about, if I'm honest. If he comes to Newcastle, then again, he's got to put up with the likes of, those 4 players in front of him. If he turns out to be a world beater, then all the best. That's fantastic. But at the moment, he's got a lot of competition in front of him anyway. So after that, we're going on to the goalkeeping situation. So we've got Pepe Reina. Pepe Reina has been linked with a move to Manchester City. And it's actually for some money as well. I thought it would have been for a free, but apparently it's going to be for £5 million. So I don't think we're going to be splashing the cash on Pepe Reina anytime soon, especially for £5 million, especially if he's got the likes of Man City to choose from over Newcastle United. Obviously, he's got the relationship with Rafa, but at the same time, for his career, let's face it, he's got more chance of winning silverware at Manchester City than Newcastle United. So again, that one might be going sour, but in all honesty, I'm not even that fussed. We've still got the likes of Darlow, who I still think who can prove a point at Newcastle United, even though he's been linked heavily with a move to Middlesbrough. But we've got plenty of goalkeepers anyway. So again, that's the last one on our list in terms of players that we want to either sign or get rid of. Anyway, so moving on from that, bit of extra news as well. Stephen Taylor, ex-Newcastle United defender, has been let go from Ipswich Town. I'm sure he only joined there in January. But again, it's been released via Ipswich Town's Twitter feed that they've let him loose. Mick McCarthy does no longer need his services. He has enough strength and depth or cover in that position. So Stephen Taylor's now without a club, and I wish him all the best of luck, honestly. It's brought me comical moments over the years as within a Newcastle shirt, especially that time when he played Aston Villa and he went down, he handballed it and went down like he was shot. Absolutely hilarious. But again, I wish him all the best. I hope he finds a club soon. And then last but no means least, I'm going to leave you guys on a joke. Matt Ritchie going to Derby. Sells itself. That's it from me, guys. The next time you'll probably hear from me is when we have a double deal completed for the likes of Javier Manquillo and, of course, Jacob Murphy. Who would have thought it? Good night. Peace.